welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is April, and for today's video I am talking about all things holiday related, just like stress and health and keeping all the stress at bay and keeping yourself as healthy as possible during what can be a stressful time and also a very fun time filled with lots of sugary foods and things that kind of don't really make you feel good but make you feel good in the moment, you know what I'm saying? So before we hop into that, I just want to show you guys the tea that I'm drinking. I'm having black rose petal from the Tao of Tea. You guys know that my favorite tea is black rose petal tea, and this is a new one I decided to try because I just had such easy access to it online, because the one that I kept showing you guys previously had to be bought on Long Island at the location which I purchased that one from. That was from Robinson's Tea Room. This one I got straight off of Amazon, and it's not organic or anything like that, but that flavor is absolutely incredible, and it goes so well with a cinnamon scone. If you just want to like try that, pair this together, it is really good. It's got like a rich flavor, but it's still floral with that rose, but it's not like too florally where it's like sweet. I don't even know how to explain it. It is just the best tea. You don't need to put a drop of honey or sugar or anything in it. It just tastes so perfect, and the aroma is like beautiful. So that's what I'm drinking right now, and now it's time to hop right into the video. So the holiday times are my favorite times of the year. I love winter, I love autumn. I'm actually much more of a winter person, although I deal with that typical seasonal depression a little bit, as we've talked about like many times before. So I've learned over the years ways to combat all of the stress and things like that, that's what I want to share with you. So my first tip for you guys is to know your holiday stress points. So for me, in 3 weeks I'm taking a trip with Patrick to England and Scotland, and right from there the ball's just going to be rolling. So it's going to be that trip, and then we're going to come back, it's going to be Thanksgiving, and then we're going to do a dinner with my family, and then it's my brother's birthday, then it's Christmas, then it's my sister's birthday 2 days after Christmas, and then it's New Year's, and I have baby showers and engagement parties in between, and it's just like a whole lot of stuff. So I know my stress points. My stress points are leaving the house too often when I feel very overwhelmed, not leaving the house enough, especially when you know, the sun's coming down a little earlier and I just feel like I'm kind of like hibernating, and I don't really want to hibernate, and I'm not like feeling all too well. Also, buying gifts is very stressful. Obviously it takes a lot of money, it takes a lot of time to put everything together, and now that I have Patrick's family, that gift buying has grown tremendously because my family didn't exchange gifts as much, and we don't do as much as his family does, so now it's like a whole other thing over here. So that can be a little stressful. So I know where my stress points are. So now that I know it, I can combat those issues. Number 2 is to work out for a half an hour every day. And I know that may seem like a little stressful to some people, and some people are like, I work too much, I don't have the time, or whatever. I understand not having a lot of time, but even if you just wake up a half an hour early, and I don't mean you have to do like some crazy sort of workout, you can literally like look at like a tone it up video or download an app on your phone, or just do like 50 crunches and just like 10 push-ups and just stretch and just make it a half an hour long. You're going to feel so much better about yourself, especially with the sun coming down. You want to make sure that you're exercising as much as possible just to keep that serotonin production going. Otherwise, you're not really going to be feeling all that well emotionally. So it's really important that you just get that in there. Even if you're just going for a walk or doing something, get yourself moving just a little bit. Which is why I really want to get a Fitbit, because I feel like I will be more on top of everything if I have something that's like tracking everything that I'm doing. Speaking of tracking, actually, my next tip is to track your meals and your budgets. So it's very easy to eat everything you see over these next few months. I know that's definitely what I want to do, between Halloween candy and all the way leading up to a crazy Thanksgiving dinner and everything in between, those Starbucks drinks and sugar everything, and turkey with a whole bunch of gravy, and just like, oh, I just want to eat everything I see. And in order for me to stay healthy, I can't do that. So if I track everything and I'm making sure that everything is like planned, which is actually my next tip, is like planning everything. So tracking and planning kind of come together. You want to make sure that you're tracking and planning your meals and your budgets, which can be really helpful, because if you're tracking and planning your budgets too, then you will feel a lot less stress when it comes to gift buying for Christmas, and you're not saving everything for the last minute. You have everything intact. So basically right now I'm going to tell you guys what I do. So on my notes app on my iPhone, I have like a regular iPhone. On my notes app, they have like a chart option where I have a person's name, and in that chart right next to it I have the gifts that I'm buying them and what it costs. So that way I know what I'm getting everyone and I know what I need to get. That way I can get everything ahead of time, so I'm not stuck with everything at the last minute, buying gifts at the last minute and be like, oh, I forgot this person, or I didn't spend enough on this person, or I spent way too much on that person. Everyone's within the same range and I've got everything that I need to get set in stone on that paper. And then for my budgets, just for everything, because it can get so crazy and hectic and you're doing a lot of family things and you're going out a lot and there's just so much going on, I use the Mint app to budget my finances. So this app is extremely helpful, especially between holidays and my trip coming up and just everything going on. It's really important that I budget everything. So they allow you to make budgets, you're allowed to make goals, you're allowed to link all of your accounts, all of your bills, all of that right into one app, and it shows you everything that you need to do, everything that you're doing, making sure that you're on top of your credit score. It's just like the perfect app for all of your financial planning. So I highly recommend the Mint app. It is free. You can download it right in the App Store, and it's free to sign up and free to track your credit score and everything. So I'm telling you, you need to use it if you don't already use it. And then to track my meals and my calories, whatever, I always keep my phone, like I always try to wear things with pockets, that way I can keep my phone in my pockets or whatever, just because I like to track my steps throughout the day, which helps me add calories onto my day. But I use the MyFitnessPal app. You can use like the health app that's already built into your phone if you have an iPhone, and I believe they have that for Androids as well. But MyFitnessPal to me is better. MyFitnessPal is able to be downloaded across, I believe, all platforms for all different operating systems, and you can track your meals. You can look at your sugar intake, your salt intake, making sure that you're getting enough vitamins every day. You can even track your workout routines, all your fitness routines. And then there are some like challenges on there and things like that. So I think that that's really cool. Also, if you have a Fitbit, you can link your Fitbit to the MyFitnessPal app, which I think is really helpful. And that's another reason why I want the Fitbit. So I think that tracking all of that is just going to help you stay focused, because when you create a goal, you're much more likely to just like stick to something rather than just being like sporadic and random and waking up and being like, all right, I'll try to be healthy, but not keeping track of it. And when you're not keeping track of it, you don't really kind of know what you're doing, so you're just kind of all over the place. So definitely keep track of it, and those apps I think can be extremely helpful. Like I use my phone as like my brain. I mean, this thing is so helpful for me to track everything. So yeah, I highly recommend that. And then my last tip is just like on the days where you're not doing much, try to get those extra things done. Like make sure that like if you know you're not doing anything crazy, if you know you're not doing like a big family dinner one day, but you know that one's coming up, try to make sure you're eating healthy like leading up to it, or that your whole house is clean for when people come over. That way you're not doing everything at the last minute. Just plan ahead of time. Know what you're doing. I'm actually, this is kind of even weird. I swore I wasn't even going to tell anyone this, but I'm starting tomorrow. I'm going to attempt, we'll see how long this lasts, a vegan diet just for 1 week, because I wanted to see how it's going to make me feel emotionally and physically, especially with this weather change, because it's already starting to get to me. So I just want to see how I'm going to feel, and I think that getting myself into healthier habits prior to the holidays starting will help me remain that way throughout the season. That way I don't get too off track. But yeah, it's all about goal setting, in my opinion. I think when you goal set and you track your goals, then you are completely good to go. Also, if you want to track your habits, if you're trying to like track your water every day or make sure that you're exercising every day, there's an app that I use. It's called Productive, and literally you like, I think 5 habits are free, and then any more that you want you can like pay for it. But those 5 habits, you can mark off how many days a week you want to do it, which days in particular you want to do it, and you can track them every day. And I think that that's really important to make sure that you're staying on top of everything throughout this season. So I think that those tips are the best ways, in my opinion, to keep calm and stay as healthy as possible throughout a season that can be a little bit hectic, but also really super fun at the same time. So that's pretty much that. I hope you guys like this video. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button if you are not already subscribed, and turn on the bell notifications because I put out new videos every week. And if you guys didn't watch my last video, I did a big e.l.f. haul, so you guys can go click right here to go watch that. And yeah, that's about it. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.